Welcome back, everybody, to Elder Scrolls Online. It's been a while since we last played. Last time we played, we did the Thieves Guild DLC and did some dungeons. Now we're going to be heading on to the Dark Brotherhood DLC. Let's check first in case we have any, like, crown crates or anything like that, because I think I do. Okay, I do have one. Let's go ahead and open it.
In the gem store, you can see this magnificent Joe, that bonus reward.
Alright. Got some potion.
This will come in handy.
Oh, we got a spotted goat. Nice. Maybe set that as the active now. An experience scroll. More poison. And then an iron edge-rock dagger. Nice. Okay.
Very lucky indeed.
Let's go ahead and do some gem extraction, I think. Alrighty.
Farewell, my good friend.
We got this goat with us now. Very nice. Only bad thing is I don't use any daggers, really, so it's kind of like, eh. It's a thing. Let's go ahead and, I think we have to teleport straight there, I'm pretty sure. So let's go ahead and get to the, plenty of people still dying here, I see. Okay, we don't want to go that way. We need to go, I think it's up this way, right? Or no, we're actually going away from it, I think. Yeah, it's down this way. I want to say we got a few things from, when, the newest expansion came out, and I hadn't really checked it that much, but, did we get a mount from that? Because I don't remember. Might have actually been the one we're riding on now, I think, now that I think about it. But yeah, I didn't get the collector's edition this time. I ended up getting the regular edition, so I didn't really get as much as I usually would. So that's probably why I'm not really remembering a lot of it. But yeah, I think we're heading to, what is it, like the Golden Coast or something like that for this next DLC. It's like right off of Cyrodiil here somewhere. Gold Coast, yeah, okay. This is our next area that we're going to be in for a while. I thought it was interesting how they introed this one in the Thieves Guild right at the beginning. I wonder if they'll do the same thing with something else here. But I don't think there's really anything else besides Dungeon DLC between here and Morrowind at this point. Which I'm excited we're getting closer to Morrowind. If I want to do, I could do the Imperial City DLC, and I think there's like one other area we could do, but I think I don't know if I want to do those or not at the moment. Because I kind of wanted to move along to the actual expansions. Now we're a tourist now, okay. Assassin collectible, Alright, we'll take that then, see how that goes for us. That's like a new styling of looking around, I guess, whatever. But as it stands, we have to kill somebody here in Anvil, so let's get started with that, I guess. Wonder if there's any like quests around or anything like that. Oh, there's somebody dead out there. I feel like if I do anything in here, I'm gonna get caught immediately, so let's go ahead and just try and find somebody that's not as noticeable. I'm sure there has to be someone around that's not, like, really hanging about here. Yeah, we can't find any guards, that's for sure. It would go very badly, very quickly.
There's always
All right, let's go ahead and do this. And there we go. Dead. Now we have to head over to the Anvil docks. And we should probably just not go near any guards at the moment, if we can help it.
I'm at my wit's end.
I don't know if there's actually a way to the docks from here. I probably should check the map. I guess there is. It's kind of a long way, but we kind of need to get that thing down anyways. This way, perhaps? There's a guard. Yeah, the guards are all over the place. There's not really anything I can do in this case. Maybe go down here.
You there. Wait for a moment, if you would. Pardon the interruption. I've been looking for you.
You have?
Not me. But I have something for you. A letter. Confidential. Private. I have it here somewhere. Ah, yes. Here it is. Interesting. I'm also supposed to extend a verbal invitation to visit the lighthouse. Odd that they didn't just put that in the letter. Yes, the Anvil lighthouse, just up the way. The sender ordered me to direct you there after I handed over the letter. I'm glad I found you. After looking for the woman with the eye patch all day, I figured I was in for a late night. Emily Crow? Do you know her? I gave her a letter right there on the Anvil docks. I have no idea where she went in such a hurry, but she seemed excited to receive it. Anyway, I have more deliveries to make before I can rest for the day. Farewell. Farewell.
Alright. Yeah, we can read the letter, why not? If we have it. Ooh, we know what this means. Anvil Lighthouse has an eye thing. Okay. Plenty of bodies about. Anvil actually looks pretty nice, I have to say. That's our first eye spot open already.
Come closer and let me look into your eyes. No remorse, no mercy. Yes, you do have the eyes of a killer. How many lives ended looking into those eyes? Enough that the Night Mother has noticed, obviously. Which brings us both to this place and time. Nothing to say? I can appreciate that. I am a speaker for the Dark Brotherhood. I speak with the voice of the Night Mother. We have been watching you. You can deal death, but you lack purpose. We can change that, if you are willing. Silence is the music of Sithis, so perhaps you will serve us well. But first we need to determine if you are worthy to join the Dark Brotherhood. You take lives easily enough, and we know that you can kill. Now, show us that you can also obey. Splendid. We shall see how well you marry business with death. But first, allow me to present you with a gift. I shall teach you how to call upon a particular tool of our trade. I grant you access to the Blade of Woe, sharper than any other dagger you have at your disposal. It shall be your weapon, just as silence is your armor. Wield the blade from the shadows and let its edge send your prey to service.
Oh, they don't let us remain silent for this one.
In return, I expect only unwavering loyalty and ruthless efficiency. Now, let us discuss the task before you. A killing that shall form a covenant between us, signed in blood. The Imperial noble, Lord Quintus Gerol, has been marked for death by the Black Sacrament. Your task is simple. Find Gerol and kill him. That isn't a question we ask. Suffice to say, he offended someone enough to get them to perform the Black Sacrament. The Night Mother heard the prayer, and now Gerol must die. This is the task I have set before you. Excellent. The noble's estate can be found northwest of Anvil along the Gold Road. How you perform the execution is up to you. Just make sure Lord Quintus Gerol dies by your hand. Then your initiation into the Dark Brotherhood will be complete.
I have to admit, it's kind of weird how the speaker is just kind of like hanging out in a lighthouse just at Anvil. I think beforehand they were kind of more secretive than this, but I don't know, it is a different time period.
Our unholy matron and the one true bride of Sithis. We are her children, forever wrapped in her cold, loving embrace. There will be time enough for more questions after you complete the task before you. Just know that she watches you. She loves you, as she loves all her children. Do not disappoint her. The Black Sacrament is the ritual by which a client procures the Dark Brotherhood's services. Using an effigy of the intended victim, the client pleads for the Night Mother to send an assassin to end the specified life. With no remorse, no regret. To put it simply, yes. The lives of the innocent and the guilty alike are ours for the taking. And every soul goes to Sithis, as long as the price is paid. Death is our craft, our religion, and our trade. And business, as always, is good. The wise traveler asks for directions before the path diverges. Never hesitate to rely on your fellow Brotherhood members once you complete your initiation. I assume you want to know what awaits you at the noble's estate. Killing requires few special skills, but reaching your target, that's the real task, isn't it? High walls, locked gates, and armed patrols protect the estate. There is another way to reach the estate grounds, if you're interested. A series of smuggler tunnels runs beneath the Withered Rose and leads directly to the estate's courtyard. That's the route I would take. And don't forget to bring lockpicks. Gerol is a cautious man. He never leaves a door unlocked behind him. The Withered Rose? A small hostel outside the city. Our lovely mother and daughter own the place, but they've had trouble making ends meet. The smuggler tunnels provide them with an alternate source of income, and they're perfect for your needs. The Black Sacrament, the Blade of Woe, is the ebony dagger of our Brotherhood. It is a single weapon, unique and powerful in the right hands. When one of our brothers or sisters needs the blade for a kill, it appears to help carry out the assassination.
Alright, so I guess we have Blade of Woe, which is going to help us with assassinations here. I've had up to here with the rogues and hoodlums that have turned our great city of Kvatch into a cesspool of crime and depravity. Do you know who the worst of the bad bunch happens to be? It's not the smugglers, the bandits, the pirates. It's that nest of vipers, that cult of secret pretending to be a legitimate business. Oh, some have heard whispers, and some of you know the legends, but only I have learned the whole gory truth, and now I plan to expose these brutal fanatics to the bright light of day. Dark Brotherhood, prepare to be revealed as the cowardly murderers you really are. Discover this unfinished letter among my brother's papers, along with this journal full of evidence, anecdotes, and idle speculation about the supposed religious ascetics, who sell their dark talents to the highest bidder. While I can't prove it beyond a shadow of doubt, there is no uncertainty in my own mind about the fate of my brother. He didn't die from eating a rotten red mushroom stew. No, he was brutally assassinated by those degenerate cultists who follow the whispers of the night. Oh dear, first my brother-in-law, now my husband. He knew the men in their family was so fragile, so prone to dying at an early age. But maybe there's more to what happened to the two brothers than the obvious conclusion. I'm supposed to believe that two vibrant, healthy men in the prime of their lives simply keeled over and died while working at their writing tables. I've studied the letter they both began to write, reviewed the damning journal of his tales of murder for hire and dark ritual conducted in the dead of night. I've read it all, and there's only one conclusion I can come to. My husband and brother died of natural causes. There's no such thing as a cult of paid killers operating in the Gold Coast. And anyone who tells you differently will probably wind up just like my beloved husband and his no-account brother. So that anyone who might read this, I'm burning the journal and putting all the murder nonsense behind me. Just to say, I probably won't be eating any more red mushroom stew for the foreseeable future. Might have been her who did it, to be honest. Oh, is she dead? Oh, she's dead. Okay. Like, I wasn't expecting her to be dead when I looked at her like that. Alright, we can find the Wither Rose. Which will probably be the easy route, so may as well take that. I'm not sure exactly what would be the best way of, like, getting over there, though. Okay, so we could go all the way around here and, I think, anyways, we could go around and get there perhaps a little faster. We'll see. Or maybe it's worth going through the city. There might be quests there. Oh no, maybe I should go through the city. So if there's any quests here that take me through that estate, then it's worth getting them ahead of time. I see the blue one, but I never pay attention to that. That's usually a crafting thing. Yeah, it's the bounty board. I don't need to worry about that. There's one over here, though. Ooh, we already have the, swap one for one of the Dwelves over here, too. Okay. Oh, did we make it out of the city already? That's actually not that very big, then, huh?
We'll find gainful and...
Oh, it's these two.
You know how glad I am to see a friendly face. You probably won't believe this, but Kirith and I are in trouble. Again. We could really use your help. An unpleasant ship captain dropped us off without so much as a by your leave. He was supposed to take us to Hammerfell to explore a dwarven ruin. We're scholars of some renown, you know. Although my sister prefers the term dungeon delvers. I'm not sure. The language of the sea confuses me. We just need to charter a ship to Sentinel. But that disagreeable captain took the last of our gold. We want to work, but no one will hire us. Perhaps you could serve as our agent in this matter. Ah, finally a turn of good fortune. I imagine you'll have no problem convincing these ignorant clods to hire us forthwith. Honestly, I'm overqualified for most of the work available here, but I'll do whatever is necessary to get us to Sentinel. Hammerfell, Anvil, why does everything in this part of the world sound like it belongs in a smithy? Look, it was an honest mistake on my part. The captain claimed to be a proper sailor and I took him at his word. I'm an artificer. If you ask me to recalibrate a dwarven power core, I'll ask you to what voltage. But determining where the captain made an error in his navigational calculations? You might as well ask me to charm the wings off a harpy. We're dungeon delvers, not paupers. Kirith and I won't accept charity, no matter how you present it to us. We'll earn our own way. Just find someone who's willing to hire us, and let us do some honest work. My letter of introduction opens doors throughout Morrowind. But in this isolated hamlet, I inquired with a blacksmith, but he wanted brawn, not brains. There was also the angler, but we were unable to agree on terms. You'd think so, wouldn't you? The Anvil Repository has a reputation for serving its clients poorly. I offered my skills as a bookkeeper, but the proprietor rejected me. If she reconsiders, I'd make a valuable addition to her team.
Alright. Does his sister have anything to say?
I usually see the tomb as half full, but even I was about to give up hope. Getting doors slammed in your face certainly took the air out of my sails. With your help, we can raise the gold we need to leave this wretched city and get to Sentinel. Now that's a tale to make the brave little scrib cry. Raynor insists that the captain made a mistake, but I saw the contract they signed before we were marooned here. My brother chartered a ship to Anvil, not Sentinel. This is all his fault. He mixed up the names. Anvil, Hammerfell, they sound all the same to my brother. After we'd set sail, he said he couldn't wait to see the towers of Anvil. I reminded him we were sailing to Sentinel, so he ran to see the captain, but it was too late. We had a line on a new dwarven ruin. Well, not new, newly discovered. Anyway, it's near Tava's Blessing, and it's entirely fresh and unexplored. If me and Raynor can get there before the grave robbers, imagine the amazing things that we'll find. What? No! We're dungeon delvers, not tomb raiders. My brother has a deep and abiding respect for the dwarves. He's obsessed with learning everything he can about their ancient technology. Me? I just love to explore old places. It's my calling. I tried to handle a shift at the local tavern, but the customers couldn't keep their sweaty paws to themselves. You can't blame me for breaking a few fingers. They were touching my body after all. That's when the innkeeper's wife fired me. I thought about helping the rowdy Gua, but the ship's captain is a cheat. What I really want to do is sing. I've serenaded in taverns from Deshan to Eastmarch. I even received a standing ovation in Orsinium. Unfortunately, Anvil has no taste.
Makes for some interesting ideas.
Sorry. Between my brother's problems with the forge and that load of ingots that the puny dark elf dropped on the docks, I am way too busy to talk right now. Yes, that was the dark elf's name. I gave him a fair chance, but I don't think he ever lifted anything heavier than a book in his entire life. We had to let him go. With the forge as it is, my brother can't pay a worker who can't do the job. If the dark elf can improve the forge, that would be a big help. But we still need those ingots. They were stolen after he abandoned the crate. The thieves use a dock outside the city. Get the ingots back, and I'll give Raynor another chance.
Alright. I think I just heard somebody die over here. Okay, let's go ahead and check out the tavern since she was there before. Maybe she can learn how to sing there or something. Like she wants, because everything else doesn't seem like it's particularly that type of thing, so let me see. Alright, had a freeze up, so let's go ahead and try that again.
What a disaster. That bard gets in one scrap with a dark elf and suddenly he can't play tonight's show. She strained his finger. What does that even mean? Sorry, I'm rambling. Crowd gets rowdy when there's no music to listen to while they drink. Ha! The dark elf lass? It just about split my gut when I heard her yowling. Sounded like someone stuck a fork in a bantam guar and twisted it to the right.
If that's what they call singing in Morrowind, I really need to pay them a visit.
Alright, so I guess there's no hope with this, unfortunately. And I guess me pulling out that dagger is part of the assassin team out there.
Welcome to the finest tavern on the Gold Coast. We know how to show a visitor a good time. You can bet your boat on that. If you're talking about that dark elf, she's a terrible serving wench. Sailors with broken fingers can't raise mugs, and sailors without mugs can't drink. Any barmaid who can't handle a little friendly attention has no place in my establishment.
Let me go ahead and check out the bank real quick. So I'm kind of curious as to what's going on there. If it's for her, then that worked out probably a bit better. If it's for him, I think the forge is probably a better choice, but we'll see how it goes.
I feel safer knowing that the Black Forge was destroyed.
Oh, they're not in here. Okay. Upstairs, okay.
Izmir's beard. Those vile rumors will be the death of us. Don't the pirates know it takes constant attention to detail to keep a bank running smoothly? If you're talking about that skeever Raynor, then you can turn around and march right out of my office. That skinny dark elf had the audacity to tell me that my accounts weren't in order. I've seriously injured bigger men for lesser slights. Ha! You've got mead in your blood, that's for sure. So you vouch for this little snowback? You really think he can make sense of this tangled mess? All right. What do I have to lose? The Dark Elf's got a job. My books can't possibly get any worse.
Alright, we got a job for her then. Or him, I mean. I guess we can go ahead and check out over the docks, because that's the only other choice we have besides the tavern. I feel like we're going to see a lot of corpses around here.
You look strong and sober. Want a job? The rowdy Gua skirted a hurricane off Kanathi's roost. Oddest thing, just came out of nowhere and we took some damage. I need someone who can hold a board and hammer a nail, preferably at the same time. Really? Wait a moment. You're talking about Kirith, aren't you? She's the worst carpenter to ever have to hammer, and that includes the drunk ones. I had to pay someone to fix what she repaired. She did more damage to my ship than the storm. Let me get this straight. You're going to pay me to pay her? To fix my boat? That's crazy, and I know crazy. My first mate thinks he's a were-skeever. Alright, send the Dark Elf to me. That's enough gold to redo her work and still make a profit.
Alright, that worked out, I guess. Because I was basically stuck with the docks, otherwise the tavern, which she doesn't like, and I don't have to persuade to do the singing, so...
You took your time. I was starting to get worried. But tell me, were you successful? Have you secured gainful employment for Kirith and myself? Immediately? That seems rather sudden. Very well. Kirith, did you hear? We can earn enough gold to continue our journey. It just required someone these depraved pirates could understand. Oh, I don't mean to imply that you're depraved, my friend. Not the most exciting use of my talents. But tallying numbers beats hauling a load of metal ingots any day. Thank you for convincing the usurer to hire me. Even a single entry in the wrong column can spell disaster for a financial institution.
Alright, and then you?
All right. I'm ready to hear the news now. What kind of job did you sign me up for? Bodyguard? Spy for the Pact? Private chef for a visiting dignitary? Tell me, tell me, tell me! Really? More carpentry? Well, it's not the profession I would have chosen, but I'll do whatever it takes us to get to Sentinel. Thanks for representing us. Raynor isn't very good at negotiations, and I've been told I have a bit of a temper. You did more for us than anyone in this wretched city. Raynor and I will do our jobs and complete our contracts. Then it's off to Hammerfell. There are ruins to explore, adventures to partake in. I'm all tingly with anticipation.
Alright. Let's go ahead and pick this out and see what this is for us. A ring. Okay. Well, that's actually better than what we have on one of our rings, at least. Let's go ahead and take it. Yeah, it's slightly better than what we have on what was on there before. Where is it? Okay. We can go ahead and get rid of that one because it's a weaker version of what we have already, so. What does my space look like at the moment? It's not too bad, I guess. Then we have some sort of spot over here we can take a look at. Let's get that listed down on our thing. There we go. This is probably going to be another one of the, yeah, there's only 2 12s, 2 world bosses. I'll wait on the 12s, because it might be that they'll take me there for one of the side quests for getting rep with the Dark Brotherhood faction or whatever, like it happened with the Thieves Guild. Okay, we want to go through the tunnels under the Withered Rose. Alright, just look in here and see how these go. I guess we can't actually talk to them, huh? Okay, we're in a trespassing area, but there could only be one other person here. Dearest Lydia, how are you, my dear, sweet lady? I do hope business has improved at the Withered Rose. I've always enjoyed my dances at your delightful little hostel, but I understand travel has been diminished through our region of late. It must pain you not to have the number of visitors that once filled your humble home. But worry not, I'm a man of my word, I'm sure you know quite well by now. I shall continue to pay you a handsome stipend in exchange for your ongoing access to the tunnels that run beneath your fine establishment, and lead to the steaders beneath my estate. Who knew that my grandfather and yours once used them to smuggle goods into and out of Anvil? I suppose it's just good fortune that we decided to carry on the old family business. In case you were concerned, I can assure you that I have extended my arrangement with the governor and her pirates. Gold will continue to flow, just as long as you keep the tunnels secret and continue to allow my associates to have ready access. And I see what I can do about the spider infestation. Pirates complained after they made the last run. I do let that lovely daughter of yours know that I was asking about her. Lucinia is growing up to be a most fetching young woman. Who knows, perhaps we can work out another arrangement regarding her availability in the near future. I think I like that. Anything worthwhile on the desk? No. Hello, goat. Okay, there's gonna be spiders in here, I guess.
I don't tolerate intruders. I'm calling the guard.
What guard?
You need to go. Now!
Alright, I'm walking through. Don't pitch a fit here. Nothing of worth around? Doesn't seem like it. Alright, we're in the estate. Somebody's been here recently because there's a lot of dead bodies around. Oh, there's another eye spot over that way. I should probably check the skill line for the Dark Brotherhood thing, so I think I might have the first one unlocked for that at least. Let me see. Oh, it's already unlocked, okay. This looks really familiar to what we were doing before in the Thieves Guild, so... I look forward to our next meeting. I've always enjoyed our working relationship, and I'm ever so grateful that you've agreed to allow us to use the secret chambers beneath your estate for a conversation that needs to remain extremely private. Our guests should arrive promptly by the usual means. Please make sure they're comfortable and to see their every need until I make my appearance. Fashionably late, of course. And do try to make sure that Count Carlos and the Primate don't throw at each other senseless before I arrive. We have important business to deal with, and I need them both focused on the issues at hand. I don't know how they accomplish anything, Gavash, the way that those two constantly snipe at each other. But on your way down, why don't you bring me a bottle of your family's best wine? You do have to pass by that way after all. Alright. Time to go to the wine cellar. The new installation, Lord Gerald commission, has been completed. Access to the lower levels of the estate has been concealed and secured by a lock of my own design. Method of passage detailed below should share only with those you trust. 3 false wine casks have been instructed to look identical to the rest. One conceals the passage, the other two open it. To unlock the mechanism, first identify the cask with lanterns hanging closest to them. Each cask requires 2 knocks upon its face. 2 casks, 2 knocks each. Surely even the most simple-minded of your guards can remember that. If these steps are followed correctly, you'll hear the click of the mechanism in the aforementioned 3rd false cask, the one in the western wall that conceals the old passage. It will remain unlocked for a period of time before automatically resetting. If you don't hear the click, I assure you that the fault is not with any mechanism and entirely with your method. P.S. Burn this letter if you haven't memorized after you've memorized my instructions. Don't post it up in the pantry like my last client, that defeats the whole purpose. Alright. Let's try out the assassination ability, though, since we have this one person hanging around here. Oh shoot. That is not what I wanted, but okay. I think that was the only one down here in any case, so... Okay, they're probably down here somewhere, right? Ah, there we go. Do I have to go back up here? No, I still have to go down here. Okay.
Seriously, Quintus, I appreciate you providing a safe place for our meeting, but couldn't you straighten up a bit before we got here?
My apologies. And right here, vermin notwithstanding.
I don't know. This place seems to suit you.
That's no way to speak to your betters, Count Carlos. Speaking of which, when are you going to finally turn Kavach over to a proper ruler? Your people deserve so much greater than you.
My lord and lady, please. We have a more pressing concern, and it affects us all.
Careful, Quintus. I won't be spoken to in such a manner. But you're right. The Dark Brotherhood grows stronger and threatens everything around here.
Sounds like there's some sort of plot going on with Kavach. Maybe that's one of the reasons why they're being hunted by the Dark Brotherhood here. What the heck? I must have ran into a trap. Oh no, there's just another person here. Shouldn't be too far now, I imagine.
I forgot to mention, Primate Artorius sends his regrets, but cathedral business...
That's pretty rough way to go.
But you, glorified priest, walk all over Kavach, Count Carolus.
I govern, while Artorius handles spiritual matters and the cathedral's defenders, the Order of the Hour. I have allowed them to patrol Kavach until the murderer is apprehended.
Haven't the last few murder victims been suspected members of the Dark Brotherhood? Perhaps if we do nothing, this murderer will solve our problem for us.
I refuse to allow a vigilante to freely stalk the streets of my city. That is why I allowed Artorius to expand the Order of the Hour's authority.
If I didn't know any better, I'd think you and Artorius were building an army. Should I be worried, my dear Count?
Very curious indeed. This looks like there's 3 people there. Only heard 2 before, but one there's like the governor, and then there's the Lord Quintus, I'm sure. Guess I should be happy I keep a lot of lockpicks now. Anybody in here? Nope. They see me very quickly, unfortunately. I don't think anybody else heard that, though. They're ringing like a little bell, and that probably brings quite a few people around, but... Okay, I got the attention of a lot of people here, but...
I need aid!
I probably could have did the plate of woe if that person had stuck up behind me.
Primate Artorias gave me his word, and I give you mine.
And why should I trust either of the voices? What good is their word when I find the order at Anvil's walls?
That won't happen, Nara. You're not as ambitious and ruthless as you.
Despite his holy station, Artorias is a man. He has the same needs and desires as any other.
Lord Quintus, intruders have penetrated the estate. We need to move the three of you immediately.
Don't be alarmed, my friends. We've prepared for any contingency. Commander, secure the halls. Make sure no one follows us.
Of course, my lord. We'll find the intruders.
Yeah, they're getting away. Alright, you get that away that time. I mean, if you want to sit there and have lunch, you can. The outcome's going to be the same regardless. I've got a recipe here. Let's go ahead and take it. Oh, we were so close to the room. Oh, that was kind of weird. I was definitely behind him there. Yeah, they're certainly giving us a lot of treasures, but I honestly don't really care to grab them because I tend to get caught. If you get caught with stolen stuff, then it doesn't really matter. Let's try and approach this a little bit easier this time. What the heck? Yeah, that was probably gonna happen regardless. Yeah, you showed up the wrong time, didn't you? Alright, we got that one at least. That time it wasn't considered stolen. Huh. Might be able to pull this off on this one. There we go. Didn't even see the other one standing there. Okay, there's one way up there. Yeah. Gotta just get my power going there. And then they just gotta burst into flame. The only bad thing is that they have a lot of them facing toward me every time I like.
Show yourself, assassin. Or are you another one of those Brotherhood cowards who prefers to strike from the shadows?
Don't want him to see me. Come on, turn around already. Okay, this might be my chance, actually. Did it! Nice. Let's get out of here. Alright, now we can head right back to the speaker. Okay, so we'll go ahead and do that in the next video, as we've been doing this one quite a bit already, so I'll see you guys next time. So, see you then.